Right, in this video I'm going to show you how to convert the Yamaha DX7 envelope with its 4 rates and 4 levels to convert it into a ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, release envelope. The DX7 envelope as it stands has 4 levels, but attack, decay, sustain, release envelopes only have 1 level, the sustain level. So that's what we're going to work with. We're going to start with the sustain level, find that, and then once we've got the sustain level, we can find attack, decay, and then release. So the first thing you need to do is start from scratch so that you're not trying to meander in and out of 6 operator programs. So the first thing you'll do is initialize a voice. Now, fortunately, that's right here. It's one of the functions, and it's right here under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Voice init. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. So what you end up with is a sine wave, and it's algorithm 1 by default, and the only operator that's functioning right now is operator 1, which is the sine wave. I'll put algorithm 1 on the screen so you can see it's actually in 2 parts. The first part only has 2 operators. You have operator 2 modulating operator 1. Operator 1 is the one that makes the sound. Operator 2 is the one that modulates and changes the timbre. And then if you look at the other side, you've actually got 3 operators to do the modulating, all feeding into each other, and one of them even feeds back. So that's, but this principle of ADSR conversion applies to every operator on all the algorithms. So I'll just give a quick demo. So once you have algorithm 1 and it's initialized, what you're hearing, of course, is just operator 1. So you can switch all the others off. That's such a basic sine wave. And the next thing we're going to do is a little bit of envelope tweaking. Now, it doesn't really, it kind of says, but it's a little bit cryptic on the front panel. The sustain level is level 3. So we basically go to level 3. And again, we're just listening to operator 1. It's handy dandy that you can switch the other operators off. Because if you're not careful, you can just get lost tweaking things that you didn't want tweaked. So I've switched 2 through 6 off. So this is level 3, which is the sustain level, because if I turn it down to nothing, all we have is a click. So where's the decay level? The decay level is masquerading as rate 3. And again, if I start at the maximum time, 99, and then just lower the rate, slow it down. Something like that. Now, as you can hear, there's no release. Well, that's rate 4. Once again, you start at 99, which is the maximum time. That's the shortest rate. Slow it down, so give it a bit. And you can hear that I'm on 85, 70, and it's still not really very releasey. We're not getting much release. It's only if you get you get into the 60s. 50. Again. I think this is 16-note polyphonic. So you can use a lot of release time and it won't really be gobbled up by polyphony. And that only leaves attack, which is rate 1. Rate 1, again, 99 is the fastest time. If I slow that rate down, eventually, again, you have to go pretty low down before you start to really feel the attack. So that's our sine wave. Put a little bit of delay on that. Take the release off and let the delay sound a little bit more. So rate 4 is the release. Right, now we need a bit more attack. So rate 1 is attack. But that's rate 1 is attack, rate 3 is decay, level 3 is sustain, and I've turned that all the way down to nothing. So it just dies out there. So I'm not even using any of the levels. And then release is rate 4. Now, once you've done that, you've got operator 2 to deal with, because right now it's just a sine wave. If you want to change the timbre, you have to bring operator 2 into play. And rather than have to poke around or dial around or tweak around to find different envelope settings, you can actually copy these settings. Let's turn the delay off. Yeah, if I maybe a little bit more release, that's rate 4 is release. So something like that, so it's not quite so abrupt at the end. So we can copy this. You can copy the envelope generator parameters from one operator to another like this. It's hidden under the store key. Hold down store and it'll say copy the envelope copy from 1 and to 2. So now we've just copied all the attack, decay, there's no sustain, a little bit release, over onto operator 2. So now we can bring operator 2 online. Now, as you can hear, it sounds exactly the same. That's by default. The reason being, by default, operator 2 is set to 0 output. So there's the output over there. Operator select. Now we need to select operator 2. As you can see, the output level is 0. But once I start to bring that in, you should start to hear the modulation. In case you didn't know, you change the frequency of operator 2. And depending on the amount of modulation, you can back that off. So right now it's at 78. Little Moogie type sound. Now the frequency modulation fun begins once you set the envelopes to different rates. As you can see, I'm not using any levels. So let's say we want to go to operator 2 and we want to go to rate 1. I'm going to slow that down a little bit more. If I turn it up, it'll be even more apparent. Now you can hear it go wah, but I want it to close down quicker. I want it to close down the harmonics quicker. Well, that's going to be the decay of the modulating operator, which is operator 2, and it's already turned up. So let's go to the rate 3. As you can see, it's a pretty slow decay. But if I speed that up, you got that wah, and then it stays open. The harmonics are still. But close it down a bit. Now, if you take operator 2 off, the original sine wave hasn't changed. But if you bring operator 2 online, and change the frequency of operator 2, and of course I can go to rate 1 of operator 1, the attack, and make that a hard attack. So here's operator 1 by itself. Operator 2 has got the slow attack. So hopefully that will get you started on some DX7 programming. The same principle applies, as I said, to all the operators. And that's it. I'm going to play some little patch demos now, and I'll put the patch sheets available. But that's basically it. Attack is rate 1. Decay is rate 3. Sustain is level 3, and release is rate 4. Okay, thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, just leave it below, and I look forward to hearing back from everyone.